The Manchester skies were grey, mirroring the mood across Old Trafford. News had spread fast. Erik Ten Hag was gone. The Dutchman, who had arrived with high hopes and a bold vision, was now another name added to the long list of managers whose tenure at Manchester United ended in disappointment. The club's official statement confirmed what fans had already speculated. The 2-1 loss to West Ham had sealed his fate. In a season filled with struggle, the West Ham game felt like a final blow. United's 14th position in the Premier League, with only 11 points from 9 matches, painted a harsh reality. The dream of reviving United's glory days had faded, leaving behind a legacy of unfinished business, and the weight of what could have been dot among the players. An outpouring of emotions followed the announcement. Joshua Zirkzee, the young striker. Ten Hag had signed over the summer from Bologna in a £36.5 million deal, was among the first to respond. A simple yet heartfelt message appeared on his social media, a picture of him with Ten Hag, captioned in Dutch, "Thanks for everything, coach," followed by the symbolic folded hands emoji. Zirkzee's words were few, but the sentiment was clear. Ten Hag had believed in him, had brought him into the fold, and for that, he was grateful. Coming on for Christian Eriksen in the 79th minute against West Ham would mark his last game under Ten Hag's leadership, a moment he now looked back on with quiet reflection. Joshua wasn't alone in his tribute. Captain Bruno Fernandes, the face of resilience and leadership for the club, shared his thoughts as well. "Thanks for everything, boss," he wrote. "I appreciate the trust and the moments we shared together." Known for his fierce loyalty and passion, Bruno's message reflected the respect he held for the manager who'd placed trust in him. "Even knowing the last period hasn't been great for all of us, I hope you fans can keep with you the good things the manager has done for our club." His words carried a sense of closure, recognising the challenges but also honouring the moments that defined Ten Hag's tenure. It was a message that resonated with the fans, bridging the gap between the successes and struggles of Ten Hag's time at Old Trafford. Alejandro Garnacho, the young talent who had blossomed under Ten Hag, added his voice to the chorus. His gratitude was personal. "Thank you for everything, boss," Garnacho wrote. "I will always be grateful to you for giving me the opportunity and the confidence to play for this club." Garnacho's words carried the weight of a young player who had found his footing under Ten Hag's watchful eye. Despite the difficulties, he held on to the memories of the good times, acknowledging the role Ten Hag had played in shaping his journey. For him, it wasn't just about the matches or the points, it was about the belief Ten Hag had shown, a belief that had allowed him to grow, to become part of the United family. Rasmus Højlund, another rising star, joined his teammates in paying tribute. For Højlund, Ten Hag's departure was particularly significant. The young forward had seen in Ten Hag a mentor, someone who had offered him a platform to shine. His message was brief, but the sincerity was evident. Each tribute painted a picture of Ten Hag as more than just a manager. He was a guide, a supporter, someone who had left a mark on the players who'd shared the journey with him. These messages weren't limited to the squad alone. Behind the scenes, the coaching staff and club employees, many of whom had worked closely with Ten Hag, felt the weight of his departure. He had been a familiar presence, someone who had greeted them in the corridors, shared a smile and built relationships beyond the pitch. For them, Ten Hag's exit was a reminder of the transient nature of football, where dreams could rise and fall in a single season's dot. But for all the sorrow, there was also an air of acceptance. The fans, while divided in their opinions about Ten Hag's tactics and results, recognised the dedication he had shown. The banners, the chants, the moments of shared passion, these were memories that would remain. Erik Ten Hag had given his all, and now, as he stepped away, he left behind a legacy that was complex but undeniably significant. In the days that followed, the club's hierarchy would begin their search for a new manager, a fresh face to lead United forward. Speculation would swirl, names would be discussed, and the fans would once again hope for a brighter future. But in this moment, as the players paid their tributes and the stadium lay silent, there was a collective sense of gratitude, a farewell to a man who had dared to dream, and despite the setbacks, had fought to make that dream a reality. As Manchester United turned the page on another chapter, one thing was certain: Erik Ten Hag's impact, both the highs and the lows, would not be forgotten.